Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. So, there is a deal of the day over at Drive Thru. I would have gotten to this sooner. It's been a busy day. I got to watch one New York team lose in football, one team surprisingly win, and also run some errands with Rach. For those who don't realize or know, she's going in for surgery on Tuesday to remove a breast cancer tumor. So things we have to get lined up before then. So it was a busy day. So lo and behold, I log in the drive through and I see Old School Essentials Advanced Fantasy Players Tome. Normally $15 in PDF is the deal of the day. It's on sale for $6. It's a mithril seller. This is good shit. Now, normally I would put this up on the blog side, but Fridays I don't. Sundays I don't post. Sundays, Chris Dodgill takes over the tavern. By the way, I'm open to friends in the community if they want to hop on another day of the week. Reach out to me. Maybe we can make it happen, or do some guest posts. I'm always happy for that. But I was like, I got to share this out. I got to get the news out there. Old School Essentials is, listen, I have a lot of love for swords and wizardry, but if I was going to run a game today that was OSR in nature, and it wasn't my swords and wizardry light rules, which I run at conventions, so I know I can run a game with minimal referencing of the rules. This is what I would like to run at the table because Old School Essentials fits that niche for me of being concise and complete and feeling like the way we ran it back in the day. So again, Old School Essentials. Um, Look at that. It's got, and listen, everybody's got haters. Okay, it's got a 4.9 out of 5 rating on drive through. So there might be haters, but they're 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 not letting that affect their reviewing of this product. Now, Old School Essentials Advanced Fantasy is the complete game rules for you to play the advanced version of an old school game. In other words, this is the AD&D 1E being tacked on to Basic Expert. Yes, Labyrinth Lord did it with Advanced Edition Companion. I believe that's what it was called, AEC. Um, Labyrinth Lord uh, broke a lot of ground. It was a really great rule set that, when it was supported, had a lot of third party support. Old School Essentials is supported. Old School Essentials is it's the big guy or gal in the OSR who simply is not going to be ignored. Um, Other OSR rule sets can come along and they'll find their corner, but OSE, believe it or not, a little bit like Shadow Dark, grabs onto 5e players. And why is that? Because the presentation of these old school rules is very sharp, it's very distinct, it's very modern in its presentation, but the rules are the rules that we grew up with playing in the late 70s, early 80s. So, this book contains the complete game rules, 13 fantastic classes, acrobats. We're going even into 2e here. Assassin, barbarian. Oh, actually, not 2e, I guess. We're going into Unearthed Arcana. Forgive me. Barbarian, bard, cleric, druid, fighter, illusionist, knight, cavalier, magic user, paladin, ranger, thief. 10 classic races. Now you have to have the drow or the drow. Durgar, dwarf, elf, gnome, half elf, halfling, half orc, human, and the deep gnomes, the ones. Full equipment list and over 200 weird and wonderful spells. Complete cleric, druid, illusionist, and magic user spell lists. Simple rules of imagination and fast-paced action take the spotlight. Clear, modern presentation. That is what is bringing over people who are like, "Wow, man, these 5e rules, they're good, but there's just way too much of them. I need something. I need something that's more concise, less overbearing, something that's a bit more, I don't know, supports improvisational gameplay a bit more. That would be OSE. But for me, my OSE would be the Old School Essentials Advanced rules because I started with 1E. And that's why with Swords and Wizardry, as much as I liked the core rules and the white box rules, when I was running it, I had to run complete. Why? Because that came closest to how we ran AD&D, and with a very light, easy to use rule set. Old School Essentials is that and more. It's really a great choice. You also need the Advanced Fantasy Referees Tome. That will include pretty much your creatures. So, the difference between OSE's two flavors is Classic Fantasy is based on the 1981 Basic Expert Rules, and Advanced Fantasy, the same game massively expanded with content inspired by the 1970s Advanced First Edition rules. So, it's a great if you're one of the handful of people who haven't explored these rules yet. This is a great opportunity for you to do so. The price is right. The price is only until tomorrow morning. I believe like 11 a.m. Eastern time. So if you see this video after that, still a great rule set, but you're probably going to be playing full boat. Nothing I can do. Deals of the day only last for a day, and we've lost almost half a day on this one because I was running around. I apologize. Sorry. All right, folks. On that note, that's an affiliate link on the bottom of the screen. Old School Essentials Advanced. If you go to tankcars-tavern.games/OSEA, it'll take you right to this deal of the day. And a portion of your purchase price will go to support the tavern. It's going to be a little bit less than 50 cents. But most people will do that. It allows me to buy equipment, not just for me, but for my fellow co-hosts. I'm going to have to get Mike a new headset because I think the man broke it. What can I say? So other than that, as always, be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice, roll them well. I will be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow is the day before Rachel's surgery. So tomorrow I'm going to be very busy. Probably getting a lot of things done. So I will see you all tomorrow. If you haven't checked this out yet, now's a good chance for Old School Essentials, Advanced Fantasy Players Tome. $6. All right, folks. I'll catch you later.